in my today's lecture on subject structure analysis under the topic of static indeterminacy. Static indeterminacy is also called as redundancy of the structure. Let us talk about the redundants. What are the redundants? Suppose I have this beam. I have this beam. In this beam, support reaction, two support reaction, one is horizontal, another is vertical. Here only vertical support will be here. So, total number of restraints, total number of support reaction in this case 3, and available equilibrium equation to find these forces are 3. Then we can calculate all these support reaction. But if this beam is in if the number of support are increased by further adding this roller support here. This roller support is here. So, now value of R will be 3 plus 1 means 4, but the equilibrium equation available to us will be 3. Therefore, to find all the forces, to find all the support reactions, we need one additional equilibrium equation, that is known as compatibility equations, and that is why out of any four, one member can be chosen, can be taken as a redundant. One member can be taken as the redundants. So, static indeterminacy is related with the redundants of the structures, means how much additional equations we need to analyze all the forces acting in the structure, how many additional equations we need to formulate, we need to form. Okay. So, here I have written redundants are the additional number of forces apart from available equilibrium equations. Therefore, static indeterminacy, if I am writing static indeterminacy as ds, degree of static indeterminacy, it can be total unknown forces. In this case, total unknown forces for this beam, it is 4. So, total unknown forces minus available equilibrium equations, Let us talk on unknown forces, total unknown forces. What are the unknown forces? So, total unknown forces are two type of forces. First one is member force, first one is support forces, support reaction that we have discussed here. Another is member force, Member force means if this beam is going to carry suppose a UDL, then we know that this beam will have some deflection, and due to this deflection every section throughout the beam is going to subject set of some forces, and in this case bending moment and shear force are two dominating forces. So, in structure we have two type of forces, either support forces are support forces are reactions actually. Reaction is more better, support reactions and member forces. And for stable structure, the geometry should be in such a way that all the loads coming on the structure is going to transfer to the earth without showing any deflection in the structure, without going significant deflection in the structure. That is concept regarding stability. Therefore, total degree of static indeterminacy will be sum of two parameters, due to two parameters. First one is due to support forces, we call it as external indeterminacy, external static indeterminacy. It gives the static indeterminacy, it gives the external static indeterminacy DSE I have written here, and additional member forces apart from available equilibrium equation gives the internal static indeterminacy represented by DSI. So, total is external plus internal. So, this is the understanding of static indeterminacy. Static indeterminacy can be calculated with the help of external as well internal. Now, what are the static equilibrium equations? Static equilibrium equation, we know that in case of 2D, we have equilibrium equation sigma f x 0, sigma y 0, sigma m z 0. Okay. Like here, if we want to calculate the support reaction, which are 3 here, 1 here, 2 here. In case of, if we are going to calculate the support reaction, then entire truss, entire frame has to be taken as a single unit, then equilibrium equation in this case will be 3, So, these are the equilibrium equations sigma f x, sigma f y and sigma m z. If entire structure has been taken as a point, and the point will be in equilibrium, will be in static condition only and only when these three conditions are fulfilled. Okay. Now, if what are other equilibrium equation? What can be other equilibrium equation? Other equilibrium equation can be formed at every joint. Suppose this joint is cutted by is being cut by 2. If 2 cut has been applied, then this one part will have member forces in this direction, here member forces in this direction. Every joint can be separated out, every joint can be separated out, and every joint will have further 3 set of equilibrium equations. Therefore, total equilibrium equation available in this case, in this manner, it will be how much? 3 times of number of joint, 3 times of number of joints. So, static condition at every joint in the structure we can apply sigma f x, sigma y, sigma 0 equal to. So, therefore, static equilibrium equation in this case it will be 3 times of j, 3 times of j, and in case of truss, since there is no any moment, therefore, it is 2 times of j, 2 times of j, where j is the number of joints in a structure. Let us come to external indeterminacy. External indeterminacy. External indeterminacy, as I told you that indeterminacy, static indeterminacy is the additional degree of additional it is a additional member forces apart from equilibrium. Therefore, DSE external total restraints, if I am writing here restraints, it means they are the support reactions. So, total support reactions, restraints means support reactions, means total support reactions minus available equilibrium equation. Equilibrium equation are what? Equilibrium equations are what? Equilibrium equation I have discussed here. I have discussed in previous slide that if we are taking entire structure, then it is 3. So, here I have used I have taken as small r. Equilibrium equation is written in 3 forms. Small r, it is written in terms of sigma r dash, it is written in terms of sigma r double dash. Okay. Sigma r, it is 3 in case of plane. In sigma r dash, sigma, what is sigma r dash? This is the additional equilibrium equations. It is additional equilibrium equation due to presence of internal hinge, due to presence of internal hinge. Suppose this is a member, and internal hinge is here, then the value of moment, okay, suppose this point is C. So, m c equal to 0 for left part and for right, for both part value will be 0. So, it gives the additional equilibrium equation. So, it is represented by sigma r dash, and value of r dash here it is m dash minus 1 for 2D, and it is 3 times of m dash minus 1 for 3D, as we have considered in last lecture under the topic of kinematic indeterminacy. Sum of r dash are the additional equilibrium equation arising from the presence of force release member, like this. These are the force release member. In this case, internal hinge, additional equation 1. In this case, we have additional equation 2. In this case, 1 additional equation. In this case, 1 additional equation. That has been discussed in previous lecture under the topic of kinematic indeterminacy. Okay. So, small r, it is 3, it is 6 for that depends upon either 2D or 3D. Sum of r dash is this, and r dash additional equilibrium equation due to force member. So, with the help of this expression, external indeterminacy can be calculated. Let us consider the static external indeterminacy. Here value of capital R, total restraints here 3, one horizontal, vertical, rotation, only vertical and horizontal. So, 3 plus 1 plus 2 means 4, 6 total support 6. Okay. Small r, it is 3 because it is case of 2D. Sum of r dash, sum of r dash. What will be the value of r dash here? R dash here will be m dash minus 1, m dash minus 1, m dash value is 2 here, because two members are connecting at this hinge. So, 2 minus 1 means 1 here, here 4 members are connecting at this hinge. Therefore, r dash value here will be 4 minus 1 means 3, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3, 4 minus 1. So, sum of r dash 1 plus 1 plus 3 means total 4, total 4. Sum of r double dash here it is 0, because we are not observing any force release member. So, value of DSE, external indeterminacy, can be calculated using capital R minus small r minus sum of r dash minus sum of r double dash, that comes to be 6 minus 3 minus 4, that is minus 3 4 5 6. Okay. So, it is minus 1. Okay. Minus 1 shows that this structure is unstable. Minus sign, if it is minus, then our structure need to be restrained more, otherwise it is going to deflect, it is going to deflect in undesirable condition. So, this is not stable structure. Okay. Due to this negative sign, we can make stable by providing hinge over here, by providing further as a fixed support. It will be its kinematic its static indeterminacy will be increased by 1. Okay. Okay. By providing hinge, we will have ds is equal to we will have E is equal to 0. Okay. Minus 1 comes to be 0. If we are going to provide fixed support here, then value of E will be how much? Will be 1. Okay. If this one is going to, then it is 2. What it's mean? What I want to say you? I want to say that by providing more number of restraints, its stability is going to increase. It means conclusion is that more degree of static indeterminacy is telling that structure is more stable. But for analysis point of view, we need to make more additional equation. Let us talk internal indeterminacy. External indeterminacy we have calculated in a example. Let us talk internal indeterminacy. Internal indeterminacy, two cases are here. One case is for frame, another case is for truss. It can be frame or beam, similar type of thing is there, and in case of truss similar type of thing is there. In case of beam, if I put a cut, then this joint can have this one horizontal F1, okay, F2 and suppose a M1, okay, M1 suppose, and this joint will have this one value how much? Because prior to cut this joint was in equilibrium condition, that's why if left hand joint has F2 value of force, then to make equilibrium this force will also be F2. Similarly, this force will also be F1, and if the moment acting at this point is clockwise, then here it will be anti-clockwise with the same magnitude m1. What I mean to say you? I mean to say you that we have only 3 number of unknown, 3 number of forces, 3 number of forces. I mean to say that only that 3 forces, one member has only one member can have only 3 forces, only 3 forces, only 3 forces in case of beam and frame. So, total number of member forces will be how much? It will be 3 times of m, it will be 3 times of m. So, this is the total number of member forces, 3 m is the total number of member forces, is the member forces, total number of member force, okay. And capital R, these are the support reaction. So, 3 m plus R is the total is the total unknown forces, okay, minus allowable equilibrium equations. Allowable equilibrium equations actually internal indeterminacy, total member force, okay, 3 m plus R. Actually that is not DSI, this is total DS, this is total DS, okay, this is total DS. So, it is 3 m plus R, okay, minus 3j, 3j is total equilibrium equations. So, this is the this is expression for total static indeterminacy, total static indeterminacy. In case of beam and frame is this, and in case of truss, since every member of a truss can have either compression or tension, what it means? It means that one member in a truss can have only one force. Therefore, member force is m, and this is m, and capital R is the total restraint. So, m plus R is the total forces, total unknown is the total unknown, minus equilibrium equation will be how much? 2j, equilibrium equation will be 2j, right? I discussed in previous slide. So, DSI will be what? DSI will be total DS minus DSE, okay. DS, put this in first for frame, for beam and frame, put the value of DS, it is 3 m plus R minus 3j, okay, minus DSE R minus small r, okay. So, what is the value of DSI? DSI is here 3 m, R and R will be cancel out, 3 m plus small r minus 3j. Oh, this is the expression for DSI in case of beam and frames. In case of truss, what will be the expression? Expression will be DSI barabar small m plus small r minus 2j. It will be the expression by because from where it comes, subtract this value by capital R minus small r, okay. Okay, some alternative method. I would like to tell you some alternative methods in for calculating internal static indeterminacy. Let us talk for beam. In case of beam, we know that dsi is 3m plus small r minus 3j, that I have derived in previous slide. If it is equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, then what will be the value of m? What will be the value of m? M value of m will be j will be 3m is equal to 3j minus r, and r in case of plane it is 3. So, value of m is j minus 1. Okay. What it's, and m is what? M is required number of member for dsi is equal to 0. Internal static indeterminacy is 0. Okay. So, if I am making a table, of joint, number of joint and number of member. Suppose we for beam minimum number of joint, for beam minimum number of joint it will be 2. So, for 2 joint minimum number of member required. तो ये small m for dsi is equal to 0. For 2 it is number of member required 1, 2 minus 1 1. For joint 3 member required 2. Okay. Here, okay. For 2 joint we need 1. For 3 joint, for adding one more node, one more joint we need 1. 4, then it is 3, 4 it is 3. Look here, we are getting a linear, type of geometry, and this condition is always true in case of beam. Therefore, we can conclude that value of dsi in case of beam is 0 always. Therefore, in case of beam we need to calculate only what? dse, because total ds is equal to dsc in case of beam. Whatever is the case of the beam, either fixed or continuous or any type of thing, any type of beam, without any calculation you can write it as dsi as 0. In books you will see that indeterminacy, static indeterminacy, no external, no internal, only static indeterminacy for beam. Okay. In case of truss, find out the number of member, for dsi is equal to 0. Here we will get 2j minus 3. In case of j and m, in case of truss we need minimum 3, joint. Therefore, number of member required is 2j minus 3, 6 minus 3 means 3, like this, 3 joint 3 member. 4, by adding one more we get 5, further by adding one more 5, it is 7. Okay. So, we are looking at triangulated geometry, actually we are looking at the triangulated geometry. So, if we are observing the triangulated shape of truss, then it means it has 0 value of static indeterminacy, 0 value of internal indeterminacy, like this. Okay. Suppose this is a truss, okay. This is a truss, okay. This is the triangulated geometry, but if I add this one extra member, then you can calculate value of DSI is equal to 1, because extra member, this is the extra member apart from the triangulated geometry. Okay. In case of frame, you can apply the cut, in this here you can apply 3 cut to make this type of structure, and total static indeterminacy will be 3 times of number of cuts applied in the frame minus 3 minus r dash. R dash will be additional 3 minus r dash minus sum of r dash plus sum of r double dash. Okay. So, with the help of this expression we can calculate the static indeterminacy in the frame. In our next class we will continue further. Okay.